Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to share with you a simple idea that can transform the way the world sees you and, more importantly, how you see yourself. It's the idea that you should never tell people what you do. Let your results speak so loudly that they don't need to ask. You see, we live in an age where everyone talks. Everyone wants to declare their plans, broadcast their dreams, boast about their grind. Social media is filled with declarations. I'm going to do this. I'm working on that. But let me tell you something I learned early on. Talk is cheap. Results are priceless. People often underestimate how powerful it is to let their actions speak instead of their words. In a world where everyone wants to be seen and heard instantly, the ones who hold back and focus on producing results stand out the most. When you constantly tell people what you're going to do, you set expectations that your actions must then live up to. If you fall short, people remember your words, not your effort. But when you stay quiet and put all that energy into actually doing the work, you create real outcomes that no one can deny. It's easy to promise greatness. It's far more impressive to show greatness without needing to say a word beforehand. Think of a tree. It doesn't announce when it's going to bear fruit. It grows silently, nurtures itself from within, and then one day stands tall, full of fruit for everyone to see and enjoy. That's how people should work towards their goals too. When you take this path, you gain credibility because people learn to trust that you deliver. They know you as someone who does what needs to be done without unnecessary talk. They don't see you making excuses or covering failures with more promises. They see you quietly working until the results speak for themselves. This creates a reputation stronger than any marketing or self-promotion. It builds a kind of quiet power and influence that others respect deeply. It also frees you from the stress of needing approval along the way. Many people lose momentum because they crave applause before they achieve anything. They get addicted to the praise for the plan instead of finishing the plan. When you break that habit and learn to stay silent, you become focused and dangerous in the best way, unstoppable, because you don't rely on external encouragement. You rely on discipline, patience, and results. Over time, people will ask about your secret, but you won't need to explain much. Your actions will always speak on your behalf. And when others see how you consistently deliver without talking big, they'll trust you, admire you, and want to follow your example. So always remember, promises are cheap, but results are gold. Keep your words few and your actions strong, and success will do all the talking for you. Many people spend more time trying to convince others of their potential than actually developing it. They look for likes, comments, or pats on the back before they've created anything worth noticing. This drains valuable energy that could be used to master a skill or build something real. When you stop chasing early praise and focus instead on getting better every single day, you shift your life from empty noise to meaningful progress. Mastery takes time, discipline, and solitude. It doesn't happen in public. It happens when no one is watching. True masters don't brag about what they're doing. They disappear into their craft until what they create is undeniable. By channeling your energy inward, you protect your focus from distractions and keep your motivation clean. Approval is temporary and addictive. If you rely on it, you'll keep needing more of it just to feel driven. But if you trade validation for self-respect, you build something much stronger, quiet confidence rooted in your own excellence. This means spending hours practicing when others are socializing. It means studying your industry when everyone else is scrolling through their feed. It means saying no to bragging and yes to building. Over time, your work becomes your message, your skill becomes your brand, and your name carries weight because it's attached to quality. People notice true mastery because it stands out in a world full of average. They will trust you, recommend you, and reward you not because you asked for it, but because you earned it. Jim Rohan often taught that success is not to be pursued, it is to be attracted by the person you become. That wisdom fits perfectly here. You don't have to shout your worth from the rooftops when you have put in the hours to become someone whose results speak volumes. Focus every day on improving just a little more, pushing a little harder, learning something new. In time, this commitment compounds into expertise that no one can overlook. So instead of announcing your plans and looking for claps, invest in mastery behind closed doors. When you step into the world with your finished work, you won't need to say a word. The world will recognize your effort and reward you for it in ways that empty praise never could. Keeping your goals and efforts private creates a unique advantage that many overlook: the power to surprise. When you hold your plans close and work in silence, no one knows what to expect from you. This mystery keeps you unpredictable and often underestimated, which can be a great strength. When people can't see your every step, they can't interfere, discourage you, or copy your ideas prematurely. You protect your dreams from unnecessary opinions and doubt. This gives you a mental space where your vision can grow strong and clear without outside noise. Then, when you finally reveal what you have been building, the impact is much greater because no one saw it coming. This element of surprise inspires others more than constant updates ever could. People are naturally more inspired by results than by promises. When you suddenly show up with a finished product, a new skill, or an unexpected achievement, you ignite curiosity and respect. They think, "How did this happen?" And that question is powerful. It sets you apart as someone who doesn't just talk about change, you make it happen quietly and let the results make all the noise. Surprising people through your work also creates a lasting impression. While most people fade into the background because they talk more than they do, you stand out because your actions create moments that people remember. Think about the difference between someone who says for months that they are writing a book and someone who suddenly publishes a bestseller without warning. The second person becomes a story people tell because they turned effort into something real without seeking validation at every step. Working in silence also protects you from the pressure of meeting public expectations too soon. If no one knows your plans, you can change directions, make mistakes, or take extra time without judgment. You have the freedom to experiment and learn privately. By the time you show the world what you've done, it's polished and ready to inspire. So remember, mystery can be your best ally. Keep your head down, protect your process, and let your results surprise everyone. In a noisy world, silence is power. And when you finally let your results speak, they will inspire more people than your words ever could. Building a reputation for consistency and excellence is one of the most powerful ways to let your work speak for you. When people see that you always deliver quality, they trust you without needing explanations or excuses. Consistency means showing up every single day, even when you don't feel like it, and putting in your best effort. Excellence means refusing to cut corners, even when no one is watching. Together, these habits create a personal brand that is stronger than any marketing campaign. In life and business, people prefer to work with, buy from, and recommend those who have proven they can be relied upon. When you commit to high standards day after day, you become known as a person whose work never disappoints. This reputation opens doors you never have to beg to enter. Opportunities come to you because people remember how dependable you are. They don't need fancy pitches from you, they already know you deliver. It's easy to get distracted trying to impress people with words and promises, but true influence comes when your track record does the talking. This doesn't happen overnight. It takes patience to build, but once you have it, it lasts longer than any hype or trend. Consistency builds trust, and trust is priceless. Even when you make mistakes, people forgive you more easily because they know it's not your pattern. They believe in your effort because you have shown it over and over. Excellence also demands self-respect. When you do your best work, not because someone is watching, but because you know you should, you build inner pride. This self-respect pushes you to improve constantly, and this improvement compounds over the years into mastery. People admire that kind of dedication. They feel inspired by someone who doesn't brag but quietly gets better every day. Eventually, your reputation becomes your silent salesperson. It speaks in rooms where you aren't present. It lands you jobs, clients, respect, and friendships. So instead of wasting energy telling everyone how good you are, invest that energy in your daily actions. Do good work consistently, maintain high standards, and never lower them for convenience. Over time, you will never need to explain who you are or what you do. Your name alone will say it all, and your results will keep building your reputation long after you have stopped talking. When you make your daily habits your marketing strategy, you create a life where your routine naturally builds your reputation without needing constant self-promotion. Many people think they need to shout their goals from the rooftops to be noticed, but the truth is that habits are stronger than declarations. Small, consistent actions every day compound into remarkable results over time. When you focus on building strong habits, waking up early, learning daily, practicing your craft, delivering your work with care, you lay a foundation that makes success inevitable. You don't need to convince people how dedicated you are because they see it in how you live. Your discipline becomes visible through the quality of your work and the reliability of your actions. This quiet consistency does something powerful. It earns respect without noise. People watch how you handle your responsibilities, how you treat your work, and how you respond to challenges. They notice when you keep promises, meet deadlines, and produce quality, even when it would be easier to slack off. Over time, they begin to associate your name with trust and excellence. This makes you stand out naturally in any crowd. While others spend energy talking about what they want to do, you're busy building a routine that produces real results. That difference compounds. Your daily habits become proof of your character. When opportunities come, you're ready because your routine has prepared you for them. Good habits also give you freedom. You don't have to fake confidence when your work backs it up. You don't have to chase validation because your results validate you every day. This creates an inner peace and quiet strength that others can feel. It also attracts people who value reliability and quality. Whether they are clients, partners, or friends, they know they can count on you not because you told them to, but because you show them daily through your actions. So instead of wasting precious time crafting a perfect pitch about yourself, invest that time in refining your habits. Let each day be a step toward mastery. Let each task, no matter how small, be done with care and commitment. When your habits are strong, your results become your voice, and you never have to tell people what you do. Your life and work will show them clearly, powerfully, and undeniably.